Alright guys, so welcome to our tutorial today. So today we're going to be creating this Christmas themed design on Affinity. Okay, you should be able to follow all procedures and create yours too. I'll also drop the link to the files I use in creating the designs in the description. Okay, so first of all, you click on this icon by the top right corner to create a new preset. Okay, I already have my preset created. To create yours, you can just put in your dimension here. Then you can change your units. If it's not in pixels, you can use pixels or you can use inches, feet, anyone you prefer, but we are going to be using pixels for today. So once you do it, you can edit the name here and just write new preset. Then once you click on create, you see your preset here. So once you open it next time, you just click on your preset. Okay, so we'll go to create document. Okay, so we have our artboard here. So as you can see, this is in Pixel Studio. If you click here to go to Vector Studio has its own functions and tools, but we are going to be using Pixel Studios because we want to work with pictures and some other stuff. So just have this in mind. Pixel Studio is more like Photoshop, working on Photoshop, and Vector Studio is more like working on Corel or Adobe Illustrator. So that's how it is. So we have different options here. We have vector, layout, slides, typography. So once you toggle anyone on, you can see it will appear here. So we don't really need those, but that's for now. We are okay with vector and pixel. Okay, so to add a layer, you go to this fill tool. You can use a solid color. This one under here is solid color. Okay, but before we start, I want you to know that your whole view may not be, or interface may not be like this. So for you to have this interface, I'll show you how to do it. So for now, let me reset window panel, reset. Okay, so this is the default interface. So you can drag your color out. Histogram, you don't need it, so you click here, close. Channels, do we need it? No, you click here, close. So you close any panel you don't want. So the basic thing we need just layer color. Okay, so another thing we are going to add for our designs is our character. So you go to view, you go to customize toolbar, then go to panels, then you see character, you toggle it on, then you can drag it to this corner here. Another thing we're going to also add to is align. Align is under toolbar, so you can drag it and just place it up here. Mine is already there, so it's okay like that. Another thing we're going to add to is our swatch panels. So you go to S swatches, double it on. Okay, so some persons prefer this method of color selection instead of this. Okay, so I think we are good to go for now. So the first thing we're going to do, we are going to add our background, our gradients background. So first of all, let's go to this flood fill tool. Just click on it to create something like a layer. So you can see you have a layer here. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to use our gradients tool, which is this. The gradient tool here is called fill tool. So we just hold it and you drag. Can you see? Okay, so we're going to change the color. Just click on the circle where the color is. So we're going to use red here, and this place we're going to use dark shade of red. Okay, so you can use this slider in the middle to adjust the gradient. So we have different gradient types here. We have linear, we have elliptical. So we're going to use the radial. Okay, so I can drag it by shifting it just like this. So just hold the head here and drag it so you can adjust it. Okay, so you can also reverse it like this and have this. You get, so that's it. Okay, so we have our background. The next thing we're going to do, we are going to import our character here or our model. So let me import our model. So just drag and drop. Okay, so this is our model. So to zoom out, you can hold Control and scroll back. Then to adjust and retain the size, you hold Control and drag. Okay, you have to zoom in again. You scroll up and hold Control. Okay, so we have our model here. So just increase the size a little bit. Okay, I think this is okay. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, we're going to add our text. So you can see the text panel here. So you click on text and you see two drop icons here. We have this, which is frame text 2, and we have this, which is artistic text 2. So we're going to be using the artistic text 2. So once you drag like this, you can see a preview of the size of your text. This is one feature I like on the Affinity. Okay, so I think this size is okay. So just type ECEMTER. Okay, so we're going to edit using our character panel, change the color to white. Then our font, we're going to be in Akira expanded. Yeah, so we'll adjust our font. The space here is too much, so let me reduce the size of the font first. So you can hold Control and drag to reduce the size. So I'll use this option here and drag, reducing it. I think this is good enough. So next I'm going to do, I'm going to align it. This is aligned from the left, so you can use this section here, align, and align to the center. I think this is okay. So note that we want our character or model to be at the front, so we drag it from the layers panel, we take it up. Okay, I think we're good to go. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to add this welcome to using our text tool. It's not that big, so I think this is okay. Let me zoom in. Welcome. So and that's it, so we have space. Okay, so I'll change the font, but let me reduce the size first of all. So which font should I use? So, okay, let me see change. Yeah, I can use this. So I increase the size a little bit. Okay, I think this is okay. So we are good to go. So the next thing we are going to do, we are going to add our icons around the designs. So let me get the icon. So we have this lock icon, you drag and drop. So we are going to reduce the size by holding Control and reducing it so the size or the image will not be distorted. So you can put one of the icons here. Then we drag, hold alternate to duplicate and drag. Okay, so we're going to right click to invert. So transform and flip horizontally. So as you can see, we flip this. So what's the next thing we're going to do? We're going to add our Christmas frame above. So we're going to drag this, zoom out. So I'm going to reduce the size a little bit. So the next thing we are going to do, we are going to trim this model or character. So how to trim? If you check under here, you see layer effects, you see mask layer and some other filters. But we are going to be using the mask layer. So if you are used to Photoshop, you should know this. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, we're going to select our brush. So you can adjust the size of your brush. Mine is on 797 pixels. Then the opacity is 100. Then the flow is 100. Then the hardness is on 0. So you can set yours like that, and make sure the color selected is black. Okay, so we are going to drag it across and just erase it a little bit so it can blend. Okay, so I think that is good enough. So the next thing we're going to add our text under. So let me go to my text. Okay, so I'll use our text. This time around, I'm going to use the frame text tool. Okay, so I'll zoom in and drag it, then Ctrl V. Okay, so these are to be. So I'm going to change the font. The font I'm going to use Montserrat. Select. Then I'm going to change the color to white. So change the color to white. Just the same as changing this. Okay, let's change the color again. White. Okay, then the font Montserrat. Okay, so we reduce the size of our font. Then we align this to the center. So we can also reduce the size a little bit till 7 pixels. Okay. Okay, so we'll align it to the center by clicking here. It's aligned already. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to add our flare, our lens flare around it to give it some life. So take it, drag it up on the layers panel. So we're going to change this normal level. We're going to use screen. So drag it to the edge. So you can reduce the opacity a little bit. Then hold alternates to duplicate and drag. Then increase it a little bit. Okay, I think this is okay here. Then can still drag and put around here. Okay, we're just giving that Christmas or cool vibes. Okay, I think our design is okay like this. So the next thing I want to add a shadow behind this model. So how to add a shadow? You click on your layer, click on the layer effects, then you go to outer shadow. So you drag this so you can see what you are doing. So you're going to use angle 90 degrees. Then you're going to increase the radius a little bit and offset. Increase the offset. Intensity, you're going to reduce it, leave it at 0. Then the radius, increase it a little bit so you can just blend at the background. So the opacity, increase it more, just adjust it and make sure it's okay. So I think the shadow is okay like that. Then click on close. So we have our final design. To export, you can click on file, export, then you can select any picture document you want to use. There's PNG, JPEG, so I'm going to be using my JPEG best quality. So I'll click on export and name it December tutorial. So that's the end of our tutorial. Do well to subscribe, like, share, and watch out for our next design tutorial on Affinity.